Landmine 10 Jellyfish. Welcome back to Knives, I guess. And hey, ask for the Wolfman. Boy, you gotta be of a certain age and from a certain area to get that one. Let me know if you got it. But you probably asked for Donna. You son of a bitch! But do me a favor and hit that like button or your car won't start before work this morning. And let's take a look at the Gerber Suspension NXT. So this was a gift from trusted friend of the channel, The Punisher 2. Let's take a second to thank him in the comments for making this happen. And this is one of those where I have carried the Rocktall and I have carried the Flissa. And of course, the goal here is to stack them up 1-to-1 against this guy. And I've been carrying it for a couple days, so I'll leave that feedback for later. And just stuff is falling everywhere. You guys, there is such a mess around this table now. My God, I'm disorganized. But let's take a look at what this thing is. So, of course, you've got your Suspension NXT, and, you know, your pliers are spring and sporgan loaded, and they are nice and springy. And it feels like, when you close this, there's a little bit of spring load there, too. Just a little bit. Not too shabby. The action on it is nice and smooth. I do like the way that feels, opening it and closing it. And, of course, you've got your knife, which is partially serrated here. You've got your flat bit right here. You got your cannon bottle opener right here. And, of course, delightfully, the tools do lock open. I do like this lock. I'm getting attached to this style of lock. I really am. We've got our scissors right here. And, of course, you can open all these without opening the tool up, which is also nice. Haven't had to carry one where the tools had to be accessed by opening it up first. I did not enjoy that one bit. But, you know, that's your scissors right there. And, of course, we've got our Phillips head screwdriver. We've got our scraper right here. And we got our file/ruler right here. So that's your lot for the tools. And everything on this feels pretty damn good. Like, everything on this is smooth. It opens smoothly. It closes smoothly. The lock is smooth. I do have some confidence in how the lock engages this. So I like what I'm looking at so far. You know, we may have crossed into the Twilight Zone and thrown ourselves into the breach and found a Gerber that I actually kind of like. I like what I'm seeing so far here. You know, it's not going to keep up. This is not going to keep up with the wave or anything like that or the curl, but I like this. And I think it's like 35 bucks. Now, one thing it did not come with was a sheath or a pouch of any sort. So I'm going to figure out how to carry this thing and deal with it day in and day out, but I will say I don't like the fact that there's not a sheath or a pouch or anything, which is a bit of a bummer. It seems like an oversight. They should at least throw that in there in case you do want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it, but if you do want it and it's not there, what do? You know, I've bought aftermarket or secondary market pouches for multi-tools before, and that's been a real mixed bag. Of course, they don't fit just right, or they are super low quality. Like, it's been a bit of a thing. And I'm pretty sure you can buy really nice ones and spend the money on it, but for a $35 tool, I do not think it's worth doing that. So, you know, real quick video taking our first look at this thing. I just wanted to show you guys, let you know I have it in hand, say thanks to Punisher for sending this in. And we are going to get down on this thing. So, yeah, I mean, it is pretty basic, and it's got the same accoutrement that the Flissa and the Rocktall do. The only major difference that I'm noticing here really is that the wire cutters right here, they're the anvil style, not the bypass style. I'm not sure how much of a difference that's going to make, if any, in a meaningful way. I kind of prefer the bypass, but as long as it cuts wire and doesn't get rolled over and take dings, I'm really not bothered. So that's everything I can think of to say about this thing. Like I said, I've been carrying it for a couple of days already, but since I've been sick, the videos that I need to do have been getting backed up further and further. So getting those cleared out and letting y'all know, again, this is what's happening, this is what I'm carrying, and we'll be back in a few days to let you guys know how it did. I don't expect any major surprises. I really don't. The only big surprise that could be left at this point is if the wire cutters do take damage. That's it. And if they do take damage, we are going to be back at Gerber being a constant disappointment. You know, that's the kind of disappointment where your grown son looks at you and says, I want to ride unicycles professionally for a living. So, all that being said, Thanks for looking at my crap. Subscribers, you guys are awesome. Y'all keep coming in. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We have live streams. We've got regular videos. There's plenty of activities. Also, hit that like button. It helps more than you realize. Comments, I love some feedback. If you got one of these, let everybody know what you think about it. And all that being said, y'all have a nice day.